Good morning. So today I am studying in Isaiah chapter 2. And as I have been looking through this and reading it, there's so much really good stuff. And I wanted to share some with you from my Jesus bubble this morning. The part that really stands out to me starts in chapter 2, verse 8, Isaiah 2:8. It says, it is talking about Israel and how Israel is just so dependent upon itself. Israel is full of silver and gold. I'm reading verse 7 actually. There's no end to its treasures. Their land is full of war horses. There's no end to its chariots. In other words, they have everything they need. They are fully supplied, well stocked. Their land, verse 8, is full of idols. The people worship things they have made with their own hands. So now they will be humbled, it says, and all will be brought low. It goes on, verse 11, human pride will be brought down, human arrogance will be humbled. Only the Lord will be exalted on that day. For the Lord of heaven's armies has a day of reckoning. He will bring down everything that is exalted. He will break down every high tower and every fortified wall. Human pride will be humbled, and human arrogance will be brought down. Don't put your trust in mere humans. Well, now I'm thinking about that, and I'm thinking, okay, we're not living in the time of Israel where we have chariots and horses and walls and high towers. But what do we have? What do we have that would apply to this? Well, first of all, we have a lot of things that we do with our hands that we end up kind of worshiping in a way instead of God. So the people worship things they have made. Excuse me. I'm still waking up. The people worship things they have made with their own hands. Well, the idols that we make with our own hands may not be stone and wood and carved images and statues, but they might be our work, our achievements, our successes, our public image, our family, our material status, our fashion, our style, our sports, our entertainment, things that we create, things that we do for ourselves that are not depending on God, that are not about spiritual maturity, that are not about being wise or having depth. And yes, I see a comment. Thank you for commenting. It sounds a lot like today's America. I would agree. And many other countries as well. And not just in the West, because I think this is a human condition. But I'm living in America right now. So yeah, I would say it also heavily applies to America. Our land is full of idols, things that take our attention away from God. And we often worship things that we've made with our own hands. So what does God say about that? He says now those people will be humbled and all will be brought low, because human pride will be brought down and human arrogance will be humbled. Only the Lord will be exalted on that day. Now, does this mean God takes joy in punishing us and taking us down? No, I don't think so. I think that what God is saying here is that he wants us to worship and focus on him. The theme throughout the entire Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, is about worshiping God with our whole heart. From Eden through the Old Testament and every time Israel fell away, and in the parables of Christ and all the way to Revelation, it's about who we worship and how we worship. So in Isaiah chapter 2 here, God is saying that when we are distracted, when we are focused on other things, when we are worshiping stuff that we do, that we make with our own hands, that we do with our own mouths, that we accomplish ourselves, then we are placing ourselves in his role, in his place. And the natural result of that is that our pride will be brought down and we will be humbled. Now we can either choose to humble ourselves and do that voluntarily, or we can allow ourselves to be distracted and focus on pride and arrogance, and then experience the pain of God letting circumstances humble us. Either way, what he wants to do, and this is in verse 15, he will break down every high tower and every fortified wall. And I see this as a spiritual application where God wants to break down the towers we use to protect ourselves, the walls that we use to hide ourselves, the things that are barriers between us and relationship with him, between us and healthy, joyful, deep relationship with other people as well. God wants to break those things down so that we can humbly remove our arrogance, and instead of trusting in ourselves as humans and in other people as humans, that we place our trust in God. So my question to you this morning is just this: what ways is God allowing circumstances to teach you humility and to bring down human pride? And the other is, what high towers and fortified walls does God wish you would let him break down and destroy in your life, so that your heart and mind would be open to relationship with him and relationship with others in the way that he has created you and designed you to be? What are the walls and towers preventing you and self-protecting from experiencing love and relationship like he created you to? So if you have thoughts on that, drop me a comment underneath. I'd love to hear. Have a great day.